Hey, everybody, I'm just waiting for a couple people to come on. Hey, Jocelyn. Thanks for joining. Hey, Sue. Carrie, Jill. Hey, Renee. I'm glad you guys came. So I'll talk a little bit about it while people are logging on. So the way mediumship works for me is it's always different depending on the people I'm working with or who's coming through. Actually, before I start too, I just want to say if you haven't already liked my Drew Cali spiritual medium page, if you could please like the page, I'd appreciate it. And there's also 1 or 2 seats remaining for a Reiki Master Teacher class coming up April 13th through the 15th in Pearl River, New York. And also I'm doing a live online beginner psychic medium course, which will cover, it's 8 weeks. It'll cover intuition, mediumship. You'll do mini readings, meditations. You'll get 2 free 30-minute consults with me. You'll be able to practice with people within the class. It can be a lot of fun. So even though it's online, it's a group interactive kind of thing through Zoom. It's really quality. And you'll get homework where you'll be able to read people that I know that you don't know, things like that. It could be a lot of fun. We'll do colors, chakras, auras, things like that. Again, if you haven't liked the Drew Cali Spiritual Medium page, please like the page. I'd appreciate it. So while people are logging on, just a little bit about the way that mediumship works for me. When I first started being aware of this, and I always like to say it happened for me, not to me. Although when it first happened, I thought I was losing my cookies. I didn't know how it worked, but I understood what it's not. It is not a human being standing next to me saying whatever question comes to my mind, they'll answer. It's not like that. It's a blending. It's a blending, like a soul-to-soul blending. It's like I'm wearing their energy like a raincoat, and I become aware of that family was important to them, that they had 3 kids, that they did this for work, or that they passed something in the chest or a heart attack or something specific. And as I become aware of them and closer to them, or they get closer to me, and that blend starts to happen, I get more and more information. And as I get this information, hopefully it's evidence-based. Look, before I started doing this, I was really skeptical. If you told me you did mediumship, I would be like, come on. Well, then what am I thinking? If you're a psychic, you know everything. It's not like that. You don't get the whole book on everything. I wish it was, but for the most part, what ends up happening is we get what the need is. So sometimes someone comes in and they want to hear from dad, but they really need to go through this process of forgiveness with mom, so mom comes through. And they'll tell me during it, that's why I tell people very upfront. That's why I'm doing this with you now, upfront, so that you understand how the process works. I won't tell people to go away. You don't have to accept the connection, but you can't say, well, I want to hear from my dad. Is he there? I don't get to choose that all the time. So, and a couple things you should know about me. I'm really honest. If I'm getting something wrong, I'm okay with that. I'm not here to do it perfectly. I'm here to do it authentically and honestly and represent the spirit world to the best of my ability. And in doing that, I will make a few statements, and if this is for you, you will say yes, or I understand that. And the big thing for me is because there's a lot of people that log on, the messaging, please say hi and that you're logging on and maybe where you're from, but don't take up too much room putting too much input in, because it might take away from some of those people that are here to receive a message. Okay, and I know that everybody wants to receive a message, or they want to receive something from who they specifically want to hear from, or you have questions. I won't answer any specific questions. If you ask me, is my mom there? You won't get an answer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask somebody from the spirit world to come closer to me, and I'm going to start describing them and give you evidence and information to show you how mediumship works. And as I single out the person that it's for, the connection will become stronger. It should work like that anyway. To be honest with you, I've never done it online, I've always had someone else being verbally connected to me. So you can say to me, yes, no, that doesn't make sense to me, or that does make sense, but it's more like this than that. So a few things. One really good example is sometimes I will see, I'll get a name and it's for me. It's a shortcut for me, and I'll say, do you understand Ryan? And you'll say no, and then I'll know. So sometimes I have to get a no before I get a yes. That's really what I'm saying. So it's okay to say no. I don't want you to take information if it's not for you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sherry, Brenda, Becky, Deborah, Beth. You got a lot of people on here. I appreciate you guys all coming on. And just again, if you haven't liked Drew Cali Spiritual Medium, my public page, please like the page. I'd appreciate it. And there's also 1 to 2 seats remaining for the Reiki Master Teacher class coming up April 13th through the 15th. It's right in Pearl River, New York at the Hilton. It's a beautiful space. It's going to be Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. I think there's only 2 seats. There might only be 1 after today left. And it's a small group. I prefer it that way. There's also a live online beginner psychic medium course I'm going to do, 8 weeks, starting May 1st. There's 5 Tuesdays in May, and then there's 3. It ends June 19th before everybody gets out of school. I'm going to do that on Tuesday nights. I think it's 7 to 9. It's going to cover intuition, mediumship. You'll practice mini readings. You go over starting points, auras, colors, chakras, things like that. All right, and you'll also get 2 free 30-minute consults with me to kind of go over where you're at and how it works for you. All right, so again, before we get started, it's just really important that you respect the process. And again, I'm okay not getting this perfectly. I never get it the same way. I always get different information for different people, and I receive in a different way. All right, so you have to just bear with me, and we'll go through this. And I know that some of you want to hear from things specifically, from people specifically. Just allow me to do it the way that works for me for this online kind of deal, because there's literally a lag before someone starts saying yes on the right for me. Okay, excuse me. So let me just see what's going on. All right. So, and you'll see me looking down because I kind of draw to get my mind out of it. Definitely have somebody's mother here. And I know that there was a heart condition that led to the heart either failing or there was a heart attack. But this was something that either there were palpitations or there was something going on that she knew that there was an issue here, and she passed. And I want to say at the end, she did pass suddenly. And it was, I don't want to say it was completely unexpected, but it wasn't like she was in the hospital. It started to happen that day, and by the end of the day, she passed. And I know that there's either a Brenda or a Barbara connected with mom, or it's mom's name. I'm not exactly sure. But I do need to go to this, and it's interesting because I feel like there wasn't a goodbye, and it's really important that she's here for this person. Can anyone understand this? And if you can, I know there's going to be a little bit of a lag because I don't have your voice in front of me. And there's you, and there's either 2 sons, or there's 2 of you and there's a son, because I keep hearing about the 2 kids. So I feel like there's a big deal here that somebody wasn't able to be there at the end. And if this isn't mom, it has to be like mom-in-law. It has to be someone very close to you. And again, and it's interesting, I keep getting this over and over, and I know that there's also a granddaughter of hers that either has her name as the middle name or her name as the first name. And she keeps making a big deal. I don't know exactly what the name is, but she keeps showing me this. And I also know that June is very significant, the month of June. So I don't know if she passed or if that's a birthday or somebody was born, but I need to go into that month. Does anyone understand this? If you do, just write yes on the side. I know I'm lagging here. I think, oh, I have to scroll down. I didn't even know that. So Kathleen, you understand this. I'm sorry, I'm sitting there waiting for it to scroll down. So Kathleen, you understand. So this is mom's mom, and it's Brennan. That's the name that was passed down. 3 kids. Okay. And you understand the heart issue, that this was definitely a heart issue. And I feel like there was something known. I don't know if there were stints or whatever, but I feel like there was something known. And then there was like some sort of attack or panic attack or something happened and she passed very quickly at the end. And I can understand it being mom's mom. I'll take that. I can be off on the relationship. So I'm not seeing anything move yet, so just bear with me. I'm so used to having people be able to talk. Yes, she had multiple heart incidents. Okay, Kathleen, I really feel like I'm with you then. And you also understand dad's in the spirit world too? Kathleen? Because there's another male here. And if it's not dad, it's her husband. It would be your granddad. Yeah, Stacy, thank you. I really feel like I'm with Kathleen. Yes, you understand that? Kathleen, is it your dad? Hey, Mary Beth. Her husband. Okay, fine. And you understand with him that there was an illness associated with him. I don't know if it was cancer, but I feel like I'm sick. I don't feel like it was quick. You were his primary caregiver. Okay, got it. Fair enough. And it's interesting too with granddad. I feel like this was a man that was no stranger to really hard work, and I just keep getting that it's like really important. This was something that he would have instilled, and he would have been relentless about work, like work ethic. I know it's a generational thing, but I feel like it's really important. And also, do you understand? Do you have your grandmother's necklace or your grandfather's necklace? And this would have been either religious related or a cross. All right, I gotta keep scrolling down. I'm sorry. So Kathleen, you understand that about granddad being sick? Good. So I'm definitely with you. And do you understand the two sons or the two brothers? Yes, work was run. Yes, on the jewelry. Okay, Kathleen, do you understand the two brothers or the two sons? I need to talk about the two brothers or the two sons. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Amy. So Kathleen, you understand that? Okay, thank you. And Kathleen, do you understand that you have these intuitive abilities? Do you understand that? Because I keep being aware that, like, I don't know if it's through grandmother, but I need to talk about like you dabbling in intuitive stuff or intuitive arts. Do you understand this? I wish I could show you how I receive that. Hey, Jennifer. I'm a working medium. All right, perfect. Sorry I said dabble. That's just me being unsure. Perfect. So, and it's funny, I got to tell you, so I'm getting a lot of different stuff as I'm going through this. So do you also understand that you also do healing, correct? Whether it's Reiki or whatever, but I feel like you do healing. Sorry, guys. I know I have to wait for this. And Kathleen, I just want to recap for people that are coming on. So you understand that grandmother passed, there were multiple heart issues, but she passed suddenly at the end. You do understand the jewelry, the religious piece, and the B name, which is Brennan, that got passed down. And also that this is mom's mom, but her husband is there, and there was a huge work ethic thing here. And Reiki, all right, perfect. So I knew that you were into the intuition, and then I just keep feeling like I need to talk about like you do a little bit of everything or a lot of everything. I don't want to diminish what you do. And I just feel like it's really important because like I feel like grandmother's taking like a huge because I know that she was spiritual. She may have been religious, but there's a real spirituality here with her. And I just feel like she's just so proud that you're able to do this work. And I have to tell you, I just feel like she's making a comment that like you need to have more fun doing this. So I don't know what it is, and I just get this like bubbly personality with her that she would have lived life. She would have lived life in a way, or wanted you to live life in a way that she couldn't, if that makes sense. Sorry, I have to keep scrolling down. Just getting used to this. So Kathleen, can you understand that? I love when I see angry faces go. It's hysterical to me. She was a nurse. She was a hoot, looking for more fun in my life. All right, perfect. Okay. And do you understand this big deal? I don't know what this is. It's like, were you married in June? I don't know why she keeps bringing up the month of June. I don't know what it is. It's like, I need to keep talking about June. So I don't know if it's somebody's birthday or somebody passed, but I just can't get off the month of June. And it's okay if it's a no. I'm okay with that. I don't know why I keep getting it, but this is like the third time that I keep getting it. There's June just logged in. How weird is that? June Stoddard, Finnemore. That's funny. Because I just kept saying the name June, and then I see your name pop up. That's so weird. So what I'm going to be doing with these readings, hey, Kathleen, my daughter was due in June, but she was super excited about the baby. Okay, fine. I'm not really sure. What I do know is that I have somebody else coming through, so I want to kind of keep moving. So you guys know, these are just mini readings, and I just want to kind of put, because for me, it's challenging. For me to put myself out here online and do this live and not know, it's like I've done radio before. It's the scariest thing I'll ever do. You know, because you don't know who you're going to get, what you're going to get, how long they're going to stay, if it's going to be accurate. Kathleen, thank you. And I just want you to know, I just feel like, I don't know what this is that you keep in the top drawer or on top of the dresser. It's either a picture of her or a piece of jewelry. It's like, I feel like it's a religious item or like a Padre Pio thing. I just feel like it's really important that you understand that they're around. I know you know this as a medium, but I just feel like it's really important. I just keep seeing that over and over and over, like your prayers are heard. Don't ever think your prayers aren't heard. All right, so I'll leave you with that. But so when I'm working with this, it's like, hey, Sue. So for me, it's one of those things where, you know, having the lag is kind of cool because it gives me a little bit of time to get stuff, but it's so weird how you get stuff. I would sometimes see like a cartoon figure. You would think when somebody passes that they come back as themselves and show you movie screen edits. And sometimes it can be like that. But when the connection comes in, they'll utilize the energy in a very efficient and effective way so that I can receive it with less interference, and I'm the one who has to kind of digest it, understand it, and convey it to you. So what I receive is never wrong. How I convey it and perceive it and then give it to you can be wrong. So I always say, like, I'm okay if it's not spot on. I need to move on. I definitely have I have a younger male here that passed, and I have to tell you, I feel like this has to do with I keep getting sick, so I feel like this has to do with drinking or drugs. And I got to tell you, I just keep getting this feeling like I overdosed, like fluids coming up through my lungs, and I'm almost drowning, or I can't breathe, and it's like completely overwhelming my system. This is a younger male. And this would have been late 20s, like late 26, 27, maybe 28. And if I'm off a year or two or even 5, I'm fine with that. But I just really feel that I need to come here. And I feel like, and this was someone that had multiple issues with like the drinking and the drugging. And it's interesting. I don't know if they passed away in a car or if there's a car associated with it, but I just keep seeing this car. But I feel like, the more that I feel into this, I just get this feeling that they would have passed alone and not woken up. That's the feeling that I have. Like it was too late to revive this person. So again, I have a younger male here, I want to say in mid to late 20s, and there's definitely drinking and drugs involved. I feel like it's an overdose, or my whole system is overwhelmed. I feel fluid coming up, like I can't breathe, like almost like I'm vomiting and either swallowing, or I just can't breathe because it's all right up here. And I feel like this person would have been found either alone in the home, or it was like they thought they were passed out. It was too late to revive them. Can anyone understand this? Let me just scroll down. I'm sorry. So Renee, you understand this at being 26. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm with you before I just kind of do that. Do you understand the twins in the family, or that this person had another brother? Renee, do you understand that with Sam, alcohol poisoning, choked? Okay. Do you understand that he had a brother, or there were twins associated with him? And it's okay if it's no. I just keep getting this. I need to talk about this. Eileen, I see you. I just didn't see what you said before, so I just want to see if I'm still with Renee. So he has, so he had a young son. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Let me just try to sort it out. Okay, the alcohol poisoning. You understand that he just, my friend is having twins right now. All right. And Renee, your mom has passed, correct? I just want to make sure I'm with you because I know that there's a grandmother here with this child, with this young man. So you said yes. I don't know if that was just to mine just now. Sorry, guys. You just got to bear with me. So I think you said yes to me. Yes. Okay. That's good. So I'm with you because I just need to talk about this other woman that steps in here like it would be your mom, his grandmother, I guess, or it's like a grandmother for him. And the thing is with him, I just keep feeling like there's this real fast-paced environment. It's like I almost want to get a little bit angry with who he hangs out with. And that's the feeling that I have. And it's as if, like, I don't know if you know his mother or if you know, like, you're friends with, I don't understand the connection, how you're connected to him, but I know that there's a real, now you understand his mom is still living, correct? Sorry, I have to keep scrolling down. And I have to tell you, so who's the Joni or the Judy? Your mother is a good friend, so that makes sense to me. Okay. So do you understand the Joni or the Judy? Or the Janie? It's like a J with an N and an E, like Janie, Jody, Judy. And I'm okay if I'm wrong, but that's just how I'm receiving it. I'm like anticipating this. Yes, no, I was not. Okay. I don't know what you're saying, Larry. Janine is aunt. Okay. Maybe. I don't, that would mean, to me, it would mean that she needs to be in the spirit world, if this is correct. So if sometimes I'll just get them by a name, or it's like hearing a name underwater, so I can be a little bit off on it, but I know that I'm hearing that. Hey, Ellen. Okay. So Renee, it's really interesting because I know that there's alcoholism in the family, and I know that I don't know if his dad is not present or his dad really blames himself, but I feel like a true disconnect with his dad, and I feel like he's just taking responsibility and making me feel like he didn't realize the ripple effect he would have, and it's like he's making me feel like he didn't know that he was going to ruin lives. Like it wasn't planned. It's something that he just did, and it's something that just happened. It really wasn't planned, and I feel like he keeps making me feel like that he would go on these benders, and it wasn't all the time, but when he did go on these benders, it was like he just couldn't take his liquor. He just kept doing this. This is the feeling that I have. Does that make sense to you? Renee, his dad passed? Fine. Okay. So that might be why I'm aware of his dad. Do you understand this though with him, that he kept like, it's like, I'm not like this all the time, but I go on a bender and then I'm okay. And then I go on a bender. And it's like, I wasn't planning this. It wasn't something like that. I love when I get angry faces. Thank you. So Renee, you understand that? Okay. And Renee, I also, I think this is your mom, but I'm not sure. Do you understand the head or the brain issue that is with mom or with this woman that is like mom around you? Not planned, correct. Okay. But do you also understand this other woman that I'm talking about? And I feel like it has to do with mom, but I feel like it's almost as if pain keeps going to my head and I need to talk about this. Larry, I understand that, but I really don't feel like I'm with you. I really feel like I'm with Renee because I definitely have a younger male. He was like 26, 27, past alcohol over poisoning. And I feel like, yeah, Renee, I don't understand that. I'm not sure. So I might be moving on. So let me just try to move on. So Renee, I appreciate you following through with that. And, I just have to tell you, I just keep feeling like the one thing that he keeps trying to say to me or get across to me is that he didn't mean it, and he's taking responsibility for it, and he had no idea, but he's really worried about the alcoholism or the addictive, whatever it is in the family, for the younger, I guess, his son. And I just feel like it's really important that you let his mom know that that he's okay. And it's interesting. I just keep getting aware of this. I don't know if he had the tattoo around the arm, but I just keep feeling like I have a tribal or somebody got a tattoo in their name. And I keep getting that around my arm or on my left arm. So I don't know if the location's right or if they're just trying to get me to the tattoo. So, so Renee, please, let me just see if you answered that. Sorry, I have to keep logging down to see Sam. Okay. So Renee, thanks for working with me. Yes, tattoo. Perfect. Okay. So it's like I asked him, just give me one more thing that I couldn't possibly know. So just understand that. It's like, and I have to tell you, when he was in good spirits, like he must have been some character, like a pisser, because the feeling that I get with him is like, now he doesn't want to leave. And he just needs everyone to know that he's okay. All right. So Renee, I really appreciate you following me on that. Okay. I got one more thing. So I don't know if I'm moving on. Would you understand also that either he had like some, I don't know if it's like a muscle car, but he keeps making me feel like somebody got his car, or somebody's keeping the car. And like he keeps giving me this about like this car. And I said in the beginning that he kept coming in here with a car. So I wasn't sure about what to make of that car. But the feeling I have is like, I don't know if they're saving the car or if the car needs to be sold and someone's holding on to it, but I just kept getting that. So I don't know what to do with that. So I'm just going to leave you with that, Renee. I know you might not know that, but if you could bring that to his mom or your mom, I'm sorry, or his mom, and just, and I know that your mom, I know that your mom's here, but I'm getting somebody else, so I need to just move on a little bit. Okay. So Renee, again, thank you. So everybody, thanks for joining me. I just did a couple of mini readings, and for me, it's really important that I maintain the integrity of what I do and how I do it. And it's not a perfect science. It's definitely not a perfect science. Thanks, Sue, for saying that. Hey, Eileen. And sometimes somebody will come through where they could sound like other people, and I'm fine with that. I have to feel that I'm really kind of connected to somebody. Monster car, Renee. Okay, so perfect. Because there's always a reason that they'll show me something. And it's usually it's their personality that's trying to get like me something, and they'll show me something. It's not as literal as we would like. It's not a human being standing next to me like, say Mustang 1968. It's not like that, So yeah, no, you're welcome, Renee. Thank you. And remember, I know you guys are seeing it. I'm seeing it delayed, so it takes me a minute to kind of catch up. But again, the way it works for me is it's different with every person that comes through. I never know how long they're going to stay or what they're going to give me. Also, if you be so kind as to like my Drew Cali Spiritual Medium page, I'd appreciate it. And there's 1 to 2 seats remaining on the Reiki Master Teacher class, April 13th through the 15th in Pearl River, New York. That's coming up. I think there's like 1 seat after today, I think. And I'm just got one more thing to say. There's a live online beginner's psychic medium course. It's 8 weeks. I'm going to do it on Tuesday nights through a program called Zoom, which is really cool. We're going to practice mini readings, talk about intuition, mediumship. And really, the best thing that I can tell you is for mediumship, nobody can show you how to be a medium. The only thing I can do is show you how it works for you and introduce you to your mediumship. That's what somebody did for me. That's what a lot of people did for me. And I work with different mentors and different tutors because I don't want to become someone's protege and sound like them. And I used to want shortcuts. The first 2 years I did this, it was all ego. Watch me get a name. Let me show you what I can do. And now I have to remember why I do this, because it's not up to me. It's a very humbling process. I'm always afraid that I'm not going to be able to connect with somebody or I'm going to get something wrong. When you say no to me, it's like someone punched me in the face. And I'm better at it now. I'm better at it now because I get a lot more yeses because I trust what I'm getting. And I know that some information can sound general, but if you allow it to build, I will get specific and people will get specific. And good mediumship does get specific, but it's not flawless. Anybody who tells you that, or if you give me a name and I can connect every single time, it's just not possible unless I stay really general. So anyway, let's see what else happens. And again, just just allow me to get into it, and just if you can, if you log on, hey Adele, if you guys can log on and say hello, that's great. I'm going to do a few more. Let's see what happens. Just bear with me with the uncomfortable silence. Okay. And again, if you see me looking down, I kind of scribble so I keep my logical mind out of it. Okay, I have somebody here. I have a female that I'm really aware of. I might have two people, so just bear with me a sec. So the one big standout with this woman is she has red hair. I just keep getting like that. I need to talk about my red hair and my heritage, and obviously she's probably going to be Scottish or Irish, but I feel like I need to talk about. And it's funny. This is a sassy person. This is a really sassy person. This would have been a friend. I feel like this would have been somebody's friend. This would have been somebody that you had known since you were younger. This was somebody that you would go out with quite a bit. And also you'd party. And she's funny because the feeling that I keep getting from her is that there's like a major flirt in her. I have to tell you that there's definitely, I know I just got somebody that passed of alcohol, but this person keeps showing me that there was drugs. I don't know that they were addicted and that they died from it, but I have to tell you that there's definitely cocaine at one point in her life, and there's no mistaking that. Can anyone understand this? I'm going to just scroll down on the right. I keep forgetting to do that. Thanks, Joanna. Hey, Darby. Susie. Deanna. Hey, a lot of you guys are logged on. Thank you. Does someone understand this? And I have to tell you, the ultimate feeling I get with her is like, I can't get why she passed or how she passed. But I do know that she has a son and that you know her son. So I know that this is a friend. Now, I could be wrong. It could be like a sister-in-law or a cousin, but I don't feel like this is somebody's mom or somebody's sister. So thanks, Sherry. Nobody can understand this yet. And it's funny, this person came from a traditional family, and she was a standout. This is somebody that also went to a Catholic school. It has to be a Catholic school. She keeps showing me the uniform, and or there's an affiliation with you through the Catholic school. And I also have to, I feel like this person was either a therapist or tried to be like, or let me just kind of sort this out. I don't have anybody saying yes, do I? Let me just scroll. The red hair to me is a standout. And maybe I'm going wrong on the relationship. Nobody can understand this yet. Okay. Hey, Mary Beth. Love that pic. Hey, Carrie. Okay, so Kathy, you understand? Do you understand that her name was Kate also? Or that you were called Kate? Kathy McEnery, I know you said your mother-in-law is Irish, no drugs. I understand that. So maybe I'm wrong on that, but do you understand? Yes, the red hair is from somebody who passed. You don't understand it. Okay. So, see, this is like my biggest fear is that nobody can understand what the hell I'm talking about, including myself. Yeah, no, this is definitely a connection. I have red hair, used to party from a Christian household, lost my red-haired son when he was young. I mean, I'd have to be really wrong. Did you have long, flowing red hair? And I know you used to party from a Christian household. There has to be a Catholic school connection or a uniformed school connection. Deborah, so my mom had red hair and you went to Catholic school? I'm not sure. So Jennifer, I have an aunt who died with a full red head. Maybe that's I have red hair. Hey Pauline. Wow. I have so let me just try to keep going with this and we'll see what happens, okay? I just don't want to leave somebody on the other side hanging because I'm misinterpreting something if it's not landing. All right. This person would have been a little bit wild in their younger days. And this person had a personality that would have been, I just keep feeling like it's really important for her to tell me like she would have flirted or had this really, really unique magnetism. She could lighten up a funeral. Like that's just how I feel with her. Can I repeat the info? Sure. I have a red-haired woman in spirit, excuse me, and I just feel like a very Irish or traditional household. And if it's not Catholic school, there's a big Catholic upbringing because I keep seeing a uniform. And it could have been even when she was younger or that your kids went to Catholic school together. But I have to tell you, I just feel like it's like over from mom. It's not grandma. It's not right above. Aunts I could accept, but I would feel more comfortable if it was friend. I can understand it being aunt. So Jennifer, you understand her son is like a brother to me. Okay. I'm just not sure. Let me just kind of go with this. Do you understand the very quick passing, Jennifer? I can't understand how she passed, but I keep getting this very quick passing. Sorry, guys, I have to wait because I don't see the scroll till it's like a delay. We were raised in Catholic schools and neighbors. I was Irish. That makes sense to me. Okay. Oh, that's Jackie. All right, if I can't get this, I'm going to try to wrap it up and move on. I hate doing that. Oh, wait. So Jackie, Ellen didn't have red hair, but was strong in her heritage. She had really long hair, and we went to Catholic schools. I don't know. Jennifer. Okay. I hate letting somebody go, but I just don't want to get too stuck. But I did. I don't know. I feel like I'm sitting here waiting too long, and now I don't even have the connection anymore. How bad is that? This was my biggest fear before I logged on. I'm like, Spirit, just don't let me get stuck somewhere. Let me see if I can work through this. Jennifer, you do understand that. Okay. And I have to tell you, so yes, overnight. Okay, fine. I'm going to try to stick with you, Jennifer, because nobody else seems to be able to understand all this. So you do understand. I know that you said this. You knew her. You're close with her son like a brother, correct? Unexplained in her sleep. Okay, so that makes sense why I couldn't understand how she passed because it was unexplained. Do you also understand with her? There's like this fast-paced feeling that I get with her. Like I need to talk faster. I need to be like very witty, very sharp, very in tune with what's going on, and very protective. That's the feeling that I have. It's like if you're on her side, she's on your side. She wore leopard everywhere she went. That's perfect. Okay, so that would make sense. You know, one of the things she kept showing me was like lipstick. Like she had to look good all the time. So to me, that's a symbol, and it's also a personality thing. And it's funny because earlier I was talking about how like I felt like if she was here, she'd be flirting with me, or she would, and not in a derogatory way or bad way, but just I just kept feeling like this larger than life personality. Like I said, she could light up a funeral. And Jennifer, would you understand this woman being connected to your mom? Because I keep getting a feeling like I need to say hi to mom. Sorry, guys, for the delay. Yes. Okay, perfect. So because I'm like, what else is it? I don't have such a great connection anymore with her, but I just want to tell you, she adores you. That's the feeling I have. And I know in some ways, like you looked up to her, but I feel like she could be a little overwhelming. I feel with her, she could just be a little overwhelming. So I just feel like she absolutely adores you. And it's like, she just wants her son to know she's okay, but she just keeps saying like, hi, mom. Tell mom I said hi. And it's funny. It's like, I mean, this is somebody that is not going to be tight-lipped unless it's a secret. If you told her a secret, you could trust her because she was that way. But if there was anything else, like if she was the one that would say something out loud and you would all laugh and it would just be okay because she could do that. That's the way she is. And I know it's like she had no problem. Even if you were like 11 years old, she's going to put makeup on you. She's going to like, don't tell your mother. Like, this is the way I get with her. So I just, she was divine. Yeah. Still is. And it's just funny. She just keeps making me feel like, she definitely is witty because I just heard not so bad yourself. Not so bad yourself, hon. And do you also understand the significance of April or this time frame of year? I don't know if she passed now or what the deal is. Like somebody was born, but I keep getting aware of like March, April. I almost want to say Easter. I don't know if she passed around then or what, but I just keep getting that. And I hate saying holidays because, of course, I could say, why was December important to them because of Christmas. So Jennifer, we were BFFs. Perfect. That is why, because in the beginning I kept getting friends, not like family or aunts. So that would make sense to me. So Jennifer, I appreciate you working with me on that and everybody else, because that was that always gets there, like mom and daughter. Perfect. It's funny, you got her. It's funny because the feeling too is, I'm telling you, she was just really genuine. She would tell you what you didn't want to hear, but you needed to hear. I love that. And also, I feel like in some ways, your mom might have liked that, but it definitely put her off a little bit. That's how I feel with you. So it's funny, and I just feel like there's just such a cool dynamic. Just know that she loves you, and she's just happy that, because I know that you're the glue. She keeps making me feel like you're much more of the glue than you think, and she would so you must be able to connect with spirit because she keeps showing me that she's around all the time and that you are aware of other people, and it's like she doesn't always get the chance to come through. That's the feeling that I have. Not that she hasn't come through before, but she's making me feel like this was the perfect opportunity. And I have to tell you, it's just funny. Like she keeps making comments to me, like flirting. Like, so I just know that she was just a lot of fun, and she wants you to just, oh yes, her son's birthday. That would make sense to me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she could never shut up sometimes because, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I shouldn't say it like that, but because this is like recorded too, isn't that funny? So I just feel with her, now that she's here, it's like she just really wants you to know how present she is in your life and in her son's life, and she really wants you to tell her son that. Who's the Matt or the Mike? Jennifer, Matt or Mike? It could be Mark, but it's like a quick M name. Matt or Mike? Sorry, guys. There's a delay when I look at the scrolling. While I'm waiting on that, so again, if you guys could be so kind as to like my page, Drew Cali Spiritual Medium. There's still a seat or two left for the Reiki Master course in Pearl River, New York, April 13th through 15th. And I am doing a live online course for beginners. And to take a beginner psychic medium course, it takes a little bit of courage. It's an 8-week course. We're going to go over intuition or psychic kind of readings. And we're going to go over, how to understand what you're receiving and things like that. That's your husband and grandson's names. Perfect. Oh, no, that's somebody else. She started the spiritualism back before I was born. All right, so you do hear spirit, because that's why okay, so that makes sense to me. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm glad she's a really strong personality. And the red hair in the beginning, like she kept letting you know that she had this full head of red hair and she wanted to let you, and that was going to be the sign. I should have picked up on the leopard pants though. That was great. So I appreciate you working with me. Thank you. And again, I'm doing an 8-week online course for beginner psychic medium. It's online and I'm always skeptical of this stuff. So I just need to say a couple of things. You'll get 2 30-minute consults with me, and I can't teach you exactly how to be a medium. What I can do is show you how intuition and mediumship works through you. And if you feel inclined or you feel called, then it's calling you. And if you don't, you don't. That's okay. Everyone has their own time and pace, and not everybody needs to do this work, and not everybody's meant to do this work. And it's really the personal development that goes along with developing mediumship and intuition is parallel. The better I am, the better my mediumship is. And the more clogged up I get with my emotions and my mind and my negative thinking, it also affects my work. So it's a real journey, and it's changed my life dramatically. I can't tell you how much it's changed my life. And if people have known me, some people that I saw log on 10 years ago, I would have laughed at doing this kind of stuff. Even 7, 8 years ago, I was like, this is just a bunch of crap. You know, it's not that I didn't believe in it, but I didn't believe in it for me. I didn't believe that I had the ability. So if you're interested, also, there's a guided meditation. I live in Mahwah and work out of Mahwah now, New Jersey, but I'm up in Saratoga and Albany area April for sessions for 4 days. April 26th, I'm going to be doing a guided meditation at the Hyatt in Malta, exit 12, right in between Albany and Saratoga Springs. See our website, drewcali.com, and just go to the events, and you can email Allison at info@drewcali. May 12th in the Cornerstone in Hillsdale, New Jersey, I'm doing a group gallery, Messages from Spirit. That's May 12th, Saturday at 1 p.m. You can either go through them or you can go through my website. And June 9th, Saturday at 7 p.m. at Flow Yoga Studio in Mahwah, I'm doing Messages from Spirit also. I just moved down here like 7 weeks ago from Saratoga for some personal stuff, the reason I moved, and I'm just getting resituated. So I'm probably going to do stuff like this maybe every week or two. Hey, Jennifer, thanks again. You'll talk to her all the time. That's perfect. Hey, Gail. Hey, Dawn. Loretta. So I know that I wasn't able to say hi to everybody, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up. I want to come on Mark is her son. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So the Matt, Mike, and Mark is 3 different people. So I love that. So this is the way mediumship works. It's not a perfect science. Sometimes I need your help. On a good day, I don't need your help. I just know what I'm getting. But if you saw the first 2 connections, and if you didn't, you can listen to them. Just go back and listen to that in the beginning. It took me a little while to land this one, but I appreciate all your patience. And, I hope that I get to, do this as much. I love doing this work. It's always an honor and a pleasure for me to do it. And if I feel inclined next week, I'll let you guys know, or I'll do it every other week. But I'm definitely going to do a couple of links online. And these are just mini readings to see how it works. I think it's important. So it challenges me because it makes me really nervous to log on and do this online and not know what I'm going to get. I mean, my dad could log on and watch me, and that's always a weird feeling when other people are watching, because the more I am up here, the less I am here, which is really where mediumship occurs. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity to connect with your loved ones and for all your great comments. Thank you so much for logging on. God bless. Have a good Sunday. All right. Bye.